Hi guys, we are Vlogmas day 10. I think we are on vlog 16. These are just gonna be how the temporary vlogs are gonna be unless I go out or I have something specific to film. I'm not gonna share everything yet because I'm gonna keep the studio vlogs separate now, as I said in the last couple of the videos. So this is gonna be an update. I'm just working on stuff, getting more stuff organized. Went in the background, I've been listening to a lot of Crystal and inspirational videos. I have been watching, I can't remember, it's Matt Diavella. Yeah, Diavella? Matt, yeah, and his newest video about watch something like basically like just to go through your bucket list before you die, and most people don't have the urgency that they had a long time ago. Um, I'll link it below if you are interested in the videos I just watched in the background. Watched is in the background. Um, I did one of the exercises that Crystal suggested you do. So what you do is you split your everything. What's called your what you think your voice is. Your voice in the U command, and then a positive spin on it. So there you have 3 blocks, and it actually helps you single out if the voice in your that you've developed in your head is actually your voice or something that you picked up from your mother, father, or like a friend. For me, it was like mostly friends. Like maybe 2 out of the 14 of the list was actually my parents. kind of a latchkey kid, but that's in its own self. So like for me, it was stuff like obviously I had to do the social media experiment because I just felt very stressed about what I was posting on social media, what I was sharing, because everybody else was, not everyone else. I had people really controlling my feed. And I say that, but I never really explained it. Um, I had somebody who was actually very astringent, very, very picky, would go through my Twitter feed and be like, oh, this is inappropriate. You should consider deleting that. I don't think this is professional. And it was, well, they did have a point here and there. At the same time, a lot of it was irrational. And I think a lot of people have fear within themselves that they do project onto other people. I've been having the last 3 years, I've been going through a lot of self-care. Not self-care, self-help. And reaching out to resources and reaching out to people who connect me to other resources. Because let's face it, therapy is not only expensive, it is very difficult to find a therapist that is in line with your needs. And I think the last time I went to therapy was in college, of my first round of college. I had gone to therapy there, and I was diagnosed by the therapist in one session with severe clinical depression. And I don't think I give out the impression of someone who has severe depression that they should be on medication. Like I'm not on medication because I might have a reaction to it. I've never been on medication, and I worked through it, but I can definitely like I have been diagnosed by a medical professional, and yeah, apparently those diagnoses take a long time to get, and I got off one bat, which is very concerning. But like a doctor's a doctor. Like it was a real therapist that I saw. So that's one thing. I can't remember what I was going through. Yeah, so I've been dealing with a lot of self help there, and getting that was a good therapist, but I don't think she could handle issues. Like I think I need someone who understands Asian issues, and a lot of my Asian friends have been talking about finding a therapist. There's a therapist network in Toronto, but finding one in Montreal is very hard. I know that they range if you get a conventional therapist, I think it's $50 an hour, but a better one is probably $100 to $200 in Canada. I've looked at it, and in your area, obviously, because you don't want to go all take a 2 hour it's 40-minute drive into the city just to go see a therapist. Like you want to go somewhere local, and there are local people for Asian people, and obviously the GTA. But you should definitely, if you ever thought about it, to look up those resources. But I digress. I've been working on a lot of self care. I hit my weight loss goals. I am going slow on that because of the loose skin issue. Because if I go too fast, I will get like loose skin. And so far, the pace I'm going at, I'm not gonna get loose skin. I'll hit my weight around the time I want to hit, whenever I want to hit it. If I want to go a little harder, but be very considerate, I can hit it faster. But I'm pretty much there. Um, Everything else, like I'm not gonna get off the fitness train. So for 2020, it's a lot of career stuff that I want to get through, and I could do like a whole scripted video session about working on career and going through the motions of just constantly like, oh, I feel like I have like 3 careers in a row that I work on, because nothing's guaranteed and you just have to make some stuff work. So that's something. And yeah, it's my first year doing Vlogmas. I'm watching other people's Vlogmases, and I'm recording my cell phone, and I don't have the budget to get a new camera, and I don't have the time to run around and do Christmas stuff. And so what I'm thinking is just, there's like good footage that is usable, so we'll put this out, and then eventually we'll have the other vlogs be better written, better scripted, better, like more dynamic shots. But this one is fine. It's good practice for me to talk to a camera and learn how to talk to an audience. And I have been learning and picking up stuff, and the video quality will improve. So I'm gonna close it out. I usually don't like introducing myself, because I think it's funny to get people guessing. To have a 2 hour or 3 day romp with somebody, not introduce yourself, and then just say bye, and people said, I spent the 3 days with that person. I don't know who they were, but my name's Litda. If you see my other content, I'll try to link some other content at the end of this, but that is more in line of what I do. If you like the channel, subscribe. If you want to know more about me, or make a video, let me know what video I should make, leave a comment, and then I would be grateful if you left a like. Anyway, thanks for showing up, and I will see you in the future.